What is going on? It's your boy Edward, and I'm back with Boxing Fanatico. A few things before I start. First of all, the press conference was good. I enjoyed the press conference with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. What I'm going to talk about is my thoughts on me thinking that they will crack 5 million pay-per-view buys. And all of that is going to be based simply on the fact that of the buzz of this press conference. You can just tell. As soon as the press conference was live, there was people on Facebook, there was people on Twitter, there was people on all the social media channels talking about the surrealness of seeing Conor McGregor, face to face with Floyd Mayweather. That circusness of it and that freak show is gonna sell, and especially in the age that we live in now, where if you give us some type of a dose of something different like that, the sky's the limit. So basically, first of all, I'm back on the channel. I do have another YouTube channel regarding fitness that deals with fitness, and I did have to put a lot of my energy into that as I was growing really fast and on that channel, and I needed to put more content on that channel, so I had to take a hiatus. And also I had to restructure this channel. I had to figure out what I was going to do, how I was going to present information, and I realized that my format of is very high production. I have to do things like editing, heavy editing, stuff like that, and then I compress everything to one day a week. News one day a week for something like this. I feel like you guys want me to report to you as these things come out, the day after or the day of, if I can. And then I think that this format is going to allow me to do just that. So the whole background, don't worry about that. This will all be cleaned up. It'll look presentable. It'll look really nice. That's just my lights that I use for my other YouTube channel, my other fitness channel, which is closing in on 20,000 subscribers on my other channel. So of course it's not related to boxing, so I don't even mix the two. I don't even mention it. I leave it alone. But that's the reason why I had to step away from Boxing Fanatico. I had to not just step away because I needed to up my content value on my other channel, but I also needed to make sure that I had a system for this channel. I had a structure system, something that I could do consistently, and I think that or competitively. I don't think I could compete well if I'm just making videos twice a week against people that are making videos like per hour based on whatever new findings happen in boxing. So I want to be able to be there when the story breaks. So this is my new format. I'm just going to use a condenser mic and then talk this way and make it conversational. So let's drop into the press conference. So from what the press conference that I saw, Conor McGregor looked much bigger than Floyd Mayweather. He appears to be it looks like it might be big, like the stage, the lights might be bright, too bright for Conor McGregor. I think he's nervous, and I think Floyd Mayweather looks like he's been there, done that. Floyd Mayweather looks like he's soaking it in. I mean, I know Floyd can talk trash if he wants to, or not talk trash, is up to him, but I think he wants to milk it as much as he can, so he's going to talk trash for this one. And he's going to be vintage Floyd Mayweather, and it's already started. You don't got my money, and look at he had like he had a check, $100 million check, and it was just incredible. So get ready for that. Once Conor McGregor gets into a groove, I think Conor McGregor was nervous. I think he was nervous because it's like it's something new for for Conor McGregor. He's not used to that big of a stage. I think he was nervous because of the atmosphere. I mean, they sold out the Staples Center. That right there can tell you a buzz. Like, when it comes to boxing, I'm gonna let you guys know something about boxing. You can tell how well a pay-per-view is gonna do by the press conferences. I knew that the Mayweather Canelo fight was gonna come close or break the pay-per-view buys of Mayweather versus De La Hoya. And the reason I knew that was because when I went to the press conference in Times Square was a sea of people. And that right there, just you have to take that and then multiply that. So if the Staples Center is sold out for a press conference, those are hardcore people that want to go and see this. Not necessarily hardcore fans, but the buzz is so strong that they want to go and see it. That's a mixture of hardcore fans and hardcore people and just people that want to see that. Then you multiply that and expand that from someone they're not going to go to a press conference, but they're going to buy the fight. And to me, just based on his first, and I was waiting for this first press conference to see exactly what I can guesstimate what the amount is going to be. The amount is going to be for the fight. And my guesstimation, Edwards' guesstimation is it's going to crack 5 million pay-per-view buys. Now, I know you guys think you're crazy. Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather did 4.5 or 4.2, 4 point something. Don't know off the top of my head, but I don't think I'm crazy. I think that that's the number, and I think that number is going to stick, and we're going to see through these press conferences and other places the buzz. We're going to see the buzz, but definitely think it's going to crack 5 million pay-per-view buys, and Floyd Money Mayweather will become so much more richer off of this fight. It's insane. Conor McGregor may never have to fight in the MMA, UFC, boxing place. Boxing, MMA, UFC arena ever again, because it will feel as if he is getting peanuts after this fight, and it will hurt him, or it'll hurt Dana White. It'll hurt somebody. Somebody's getting hurt, because if you think about it. You get 5 million, you get 4 million, you get 3 million, whatever you're getting, you get that money, right? You get that money, and then all of a sudden, you get close to $100 million. All of a sudden, you're gonna get close to it. Like, you guys have to understand. There's percentages, there's also residual money that comes into play. Every time these fights get replayed, every time they put every time they put this fight up, every time they connect something to this fight, there will be residual income that comes after the fact. Then we have to talk live gates numbers. Those tickets are going to be astronomical. Those tickets to see them fight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's going to be astronomical. You think Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather's prices were high? Wait till you get a load of Mayweather versus McGregor prices. They're going to be astronomical. They already tied the Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather in terms of the pay-per-view cost. They've tied it. They've done, it's going to be $100. I know it's $89 or $89.95. That's standard definition, and this is the year 2017. No one's going to watch it in standard definition. Let's just go ahead, and it's safe to say that this fight is $100. This is a $100 fight. All right, so the money of that and the money of the back end pay of the pay-per-view numbers, because they're getting a purse, but that's just a purse. That's just guaranteed money. Now after that, we're going to talk about the pay-per-view money that's coming in after the gate numbers, merchandising. All of these things are going to come into play, and McGregor is going to get this entire batch of money, and it's going to be very difficult for him to find the energy and like just the energy to go back into the UFC and fight for $5 million, $4 million. In the long run, though, I do think that this is good for the UFC, for the exposure, and also for boxing, for the exposure. This is actually good as well. Whenever you have a mega super break the walls down and bring in the casuals kind of a fight, it always elevates boxing slightly. Regardless of how much of a freak show you think this is, it is going to elevate boxing slightly. So with that in mind, for all the boxing fans out there, don't be so pissed off about this fight. It isn't a real fight in terms of like the status or anyone, figuring out who's going to be the best or who's the best. Those fights are the Andre Wards versus Sergey Kovalev fights. Those are the Gennady Golovkin versus Danny Jacobs or Gennady Golovkin versus Canelo fight, which is happening in September. But what this fight does do is it breaks through that glass wall of casuals and brings them in. Brings in the casual fans. Heck, it brings in not just the casual fans, it brings in the non-fans, because it's such a freak show. Like, forget casuals, this is going another layer deep, and it's bringing in people that just, hey, who's that guy? The guy that never loses, right? That guy that he beat the other guy, he never loses, but like the guy that he's always running, him. He's gonna fight some other guy from another place, right? Okay, I'm gonna watch. You think that's a casual? That's not even a casual, man. Because a casual would know Floyd Mayweather and a casual would know Conor McGregor. But that person's still gonna watch this fight. They might not. They might not be the person paying directly for it, but they're gonna show up to a fight party. Guarantee you, they're watching this fight. So it's going to be a good fight in terms of the spectacle. Now, in terms of what it means for boxing, ranking-wise, it means absolutely nothing. It means nothing ranking-wise, but I am sure as hell going to buy the fight. I'm buying the fight. I'm watching the fight. If I don't buy the fight, I'm watching the fight. And that's guaranteed, because that fight is just it's so bizarre that you have to watch it. You got to watch it. You got to see it, because it's just a bizarre fight. And when the fight is bizarre like that, like what are you gonna do? You're gonna watch that. That's it. So based off of this buzz, I want to say 5 million plus, but maybe 5 million right on the money, or maybe like 4.9, something like that, or 5.1 million buys. But I would venture a guess, and my guesstimation would fall on that range, about 5 million pay-per-view buys. So I can't wait to see more of the press conference. I want to see Conor get into a groove. I think Floyd is just so comfortable in this atmosphere, and Conor isn't. He's not as comfortable. But I think when he gets into a groove, I think Conor is resilient, and you can tell, because he's a warrior type guy. What they do in the ring, man, that those things reciprocate in real life. So I think right now, it was his first outing. It was his first outgoing or going out with with this press conference. And he was probably thinking to himself, like, holy crap. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. we sold out the Staples Center and we're not even fighting tonight. I think he had one of those things. And then Mayweather was more like, it's just another day. Look at all these people. Hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication. I think that was Mayweather's perception on what was happening. So let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and write it in the comment section. This will be the new format. But with this format, there isn't a set day schedule. I'm just going to keep dropping content every single time, like newsworthy things. I'm going to be doing my journalism like I always do. The thing about boxing is that I care about it so much that I'm always researching boxing no matter what, even if I'm not doing a channel, videos for a channel. But this setup, I think, will allow me to go ahead and do that in a way where I can minimal production. That way I can give you my thoughts on what's going on in the boxing world. All right, so I will see you guys when I see you guys, and I'll just update you on the press conference with the Conor McGregor versus Mayweather. I'm gonna make a video also talking about the Jeff Horn, Manny Pacquiao situation, and I'm gonna make a video on a theory that I have regarding Floyd Mayweather's boxing future in a future video. So stay tuned. Boxing Fanatico is back, but with this format, not with the format that I had before. This format is gonna allow me to pump out a lot of videos. So there you have it, guys. See you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and also drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the press conference. Did you guys like it? You think it was just whatever? Was it what you expected? Just let me know. I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.